Thunderstorms roll through the basin.
And now it's lying on the side in the street, but luckily,
CBS 7 News is tracking winter weather throughout West Texas.
Reporting in Pecos.
This is not just a 3-inch snow. 3 inches is going to be the bottom end.
On air, on your mobile device, and at CBS7.com, our weather team is live where you are. Well, we do have more power outages this morning. We've had some new ones over the past half hour occurring there south of the Stanton area, with over 200 customers without power in southern portions of Martin County along State Highway 137. No word on what caused the power outage, but they estimate to have this restored by about 7:30 this morning. And it looks like we're going to have these off and on power outages as more snow is starting to move in from the west. Of course, we've been tracking this latest round of snow all night from all corners of the Permian Basin. And again, we are looking at this next area of snow starting to move in from the west. It does look like we are going to see this again move into the area. Now we are going to go ahead and again talk about how we have been seeing some dry air roll into the area, but for the most part though, the snow is starting to move in. We are seeing this move in from the west, the main upper level low back around the El Paso area, moving very slowly, but it does look like the snow finally starting to move in. It's really been going around the Pecos area, up to 3 to 4 inches being reported, and across southeast of Mexico too. Numerous road closures there for up to 4 to 6 inches of snow already. Some drifts up to 1 foot in some locations, especially in southern portions of Lee County and over into Eddy County. So this is all going to be moving off to the north and northeast. Again, we do have those blizzard warnings remaining in effect across southeast of Mexico, the northwest and north central Permian Basin. It does include Stanton, Andrews, Seminole, the Hobbs area over towards Eddy County. Getting reports of a lot of road closures in Gaines County, in and around Seminole. Travel is not recommended there. In this blizzard warning area, we're going to see visibilities near zero due to blowing snow and heavy accumulations of snow above 1 foot, a possibility. Also looking at winter storm warnings in effect south of the blizzard warnings here across central portions of the Permian Basin, northern Trans-Pecos into the Davis Mountains, Marfa Plateau, where we could see moderate to heavy accumulations of snow at or a little bit above 6 inches, and also blowing snow near blizzard conditions, a possibility right across the central Permian Basin. In fact, here's a look at the snow totals that we are looking at. Again, expecting the heaviest amounts to be across central northern portions of Lee County and the northern interior counties across the Permian Basin from Seminole over towards La Mesa, the Gale area, and Snyder. Now for areas Kermit, Wink, Monahans, the Midland, Odessa area, Big Spring, 8 to 12 inches of snow is not out of the question, because we're going to have off and on moderate to heavy snow throughout the day. It looks like 4 to 8 inches of snow a possibility here across portions of the Trans-Pecos into the southern Permian Basin, talking about areas like Fort Stockton over towards Big Lake, Rankin, McCamey, Crane, all the way over towards the San Angelo areas, and already seeing about 1 inch of snow across the Marfa area, Alpine, maybe a little bit more, 1 to 4 inches of snow, as the main part of this storm system is going to move off to the north and northeast very slowly today. Lots of Arctic air in place out there, so we have these temperatures really decreasing. They've been falling all night right now into the mid to upper 20s across most areas, even hovering right above, just a little bit below freezing, I should say, in around the Presidio area. Alpine at 22 right now, but you add in this northeast wind gusting 20 to 25 miles an hour across the area with some gusts 40 plus miles an hour. Again, we are looking at wind chill values really dropping down across the area, so that is going to be a big concern as we have those wind chill values right now all the way down into single digit territory. Again, we're talking about 7 degrees right now is what it feels like in the Hobbs area. It feels like 13 in the Midland, Odessa area and Big Spring. So again, with the single digit to low teen wind chill values, what it feels like outside. If you have to go outside, bundle up. But again, travel is really not recommended because we haven't seen a lot of the snow yet. It looks like it's going to be moving in here. So again, roads are going to start to become a little bit on the slick side. Now, we do have some road closures to tell you about. TxDOT has closed U.S. Highway 67 between Marfa and the Presidio area. There's one bridge in the central portions of Presidio County that does have a snowdrift on it. Also, Highway 62 180 between the Lovington area and Artesia in New Mexico has been shut down. Again, city of Artesia right now, Eddy County Sheriff's Department reporting travel is shut down. All roads are closed in and around Artesia with up to 6 inches of snow plus in those locations. So again, travel really a problem right now across portions of southeast New Mexico, and it looks like that's going to continue to be a problem right across the Permian Basin area as we move in towards the next 12 hours or so, as again we're going to see the next part of this snow and storm system start to move in. Now over in Odessa, we had thunderstorms last night and high winds have knocked down a tree. Christopher Saul joins us now after talking to some homeowners about that tree falling down. Christopher?
Good morning, West Texas. As you can tell, it's still very, very cold outside. It's still sub-freezing, and the snow is really starting to come down and starting to stick. But the real story so far this night has been the wind. Now, let me show you some video from earlier today where we caught video of a tree falling over, and in fact, it was a dead tree that needed to come down, but it came down into the road in East Odessa, and it narrowly avoided hitting houses, cars. Luckily, no one lived in that rented house at that moment, but that has been the big story, is all these gusts of wind that have been coming through. Now, if we can come back, I'll show you the other problem that we're worried about. Motorists from El Paso coming through this area have told me that the conditions are very bad in El Paso and are heading this way, and why that's a big deal is because we have a lot of overpasses here in Odessa. They have a problem with freezing before the roads do, and that can be a real traffic hazard, especially for people here who might not be as experienced with winter weather. There's black ice on the roads right now because of all the moisture that came in earlier. Of course, we'll be staying with this for you all day here on CBS 7, CBS7.com, and on our Facebook page, and in our 10 o'clock broadcast tonight. For now, live in Odessa, Christopher Saul, CBS 7 News.
And again, we have been tracking, again, the snow here. The upper level low is back here around the El Paso area. Here's a big view of it. Starting to finally chug off to the north and northeast. And as it does, we are going to start to see an increase in the snow out there. More is on the way. In fact, we'll see the bulk of the heavier snow finally start to move in across the central Permian Basin early this morning, continue off and on throughout the day as this band does move across, and this upper level low expected to take a track right along Interstate 10 throughout today. Now, continuing our coverage of this snowstorm, CBS 7's Daniel Hernandez is in Marfa where snow continues to fall. Daniel?
For CBS 7 News in Marfa, I'm Daniel Hernandez. Temperatures continue to remain below the freezing mark as snow continues to fall across much of the Big Bend region. Travel continues to be highly discouraged as TxDOT has been out all night de-icing roads, trying to keep them from icing over. Stay with CBS 7 and CBS7.com for more information, as well as on our Facebook page. And make sure and download our mobile news app and our mobile radar app for up-to-the-minute weather information. Reporting from Marfa, Daniel Hernandez, CBS 7 News.
Now, another area that's been getting hit by a lot of the snow is in around the Pecos area. We have David Huertas live there. Get us up to date on what's going on with the snow. Is it starting to ramp up, David?
I'm in Pecos where it has continued to snow overnight, all night. There's probably ½ an inch of snow on the ground. I-20 is still open. I can still see traffic driving by. And if you don't need to be out here on the roadways or the highways, please stay at home. Just watch CBS 7 News, CBS7.com, and CBS 7's Facebook for all of your latest in news and weather. Information update on this winter storm. For now, reporting in Pecos, David Huertas, CBS 7 News.
Monitoring the changing weather conditions and the road conditions, and especially church closures on what is expected to be a busy Sunday morning. There's a very easy way to stay up to date. Be sure to download our mobile apps, as the CBS 7 Pinpoint Weather Team will use it to send constant updates as the storm progresses. Also, the latest church and road closures will be available online and on our CBS 7 News app.